Tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines, and the Oakland starting five. Antetokounmpo out there with Porzingis. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's Irving. And it's Jackson in at the 3 spot. And for the Bucks, they've got Cummings. Moncrief is out there with Hodges. Then there's Lister, and it's Pressey in at the 3, the small forward. And finished off by Lister.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Well, you have to respect the physicality of Russell Westbrook. This guy plays with power, and he will go right through a defender.
Moncrief against Irving. Moncrief outshid with it, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Bucks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Porzingis kicks to Westbrook. Back to Porzingis. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
You know, when Porzingis is coming off as the cutter in a pick and roll, his desire is to score and finish the play.
And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his size.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there.
Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
Explosive, right? It would be one of the first words that come to mind. Yes, he's a point guard. Yes, he's a big-time athlete.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Here's Moncrief. And the rejection by Giannis. Hodges against Westbrook. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And one thing about Westbrook, he does not have a quiet presence. You know he's out there at every moment, and his production speaks volumes.
And he's good on the second. Here is Hodges. With the floater, and he sinks the layup.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Got a piece of it, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. Here is Hodges. Pass to Moncrief. Porzingis with the rebound. And it's Irving with the ball for Oakland. They trail by 1. Westbrook scanning the floor. The layup missed. Moncrief the pass to Pressey. Over Jackson. And they'll get another chance.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Giannis kicks to Irving. Pass to Westbrook. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, the craftiness of Russell Westbrook down low. This guy excels at drawing contact close to the basket.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook. And some changes here for the Bucks. Pierce is checked in for Pressey, and Dunleavy subbed in for Hodges. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Oakland, and Russell Westbrook drops them both. Here's Dunleavy. To the middle, here's Lister, and finished off by Lister.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Westbrook passes to Antetokounmpo. Moncrief against Irving. Floats a runner. And it's sent back by Irving.
And not many guys Irving's size are this good at blocking shots. Takes incredible timing and athleticism.
And it's Lister missing.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Westbrook can't get it to go. Milwaukee leading by 3. 1:11 left to play here in the first. Here's Moncrief. Lister against Wembanyama. And it's Lister missing. It's Westbrook with the drive. Cummings grabs the board. Westbrook's gone 2 for 5 tonight. Moving against Moncrief. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And some changes here for the Bucks. Brewer is checked in for Lister. West comes in for Cummings. And Hodges subbed in for Dunleavy. A different look for Oakland. Pierce up top. He's covered by Gay. The shot by Pierce, no good. Oakland trails by 3 to the inside. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Thompson for 3. Oakland again can't hit. And so it's Milwaukee with it. Here is Hodges. West dishes to Brewer. 4 seconds left. He lays it in.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Thompson way outside, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Bucks lead by 5. And the second quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Oakland trails by 5. And so in the game for Oakland, we've got Stephen Curry. Shaquille O'Neal is out there with Durant. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Thompson in at the shooting guard.
Well, the ability to rise and fire off the catch has defined Klay Thompson.
Pass to Hodges. Right side Pierce. 18 feet out. And he nails the jumper.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
O'Neal outside. Durant kicks to Curry. No good on the triple. Milwaukee leading by 4. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. G.A., what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim. Clearly a foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He's off on the first. Pressey's checked in for Milwaukee. Good on the second free throw. Oakland trails by 5. Here's Curry with the 3. And Thompson puts up a deep 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Thompson's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Oakland. Thompson's gone 50% so far. 2 of 4 shooting. Hodges against Thompson. Here is Hodges. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. And it's sent back by O'Neal.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length. And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Thompson against Hodges. Now Dunleavy. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And the Bucks lead by 2. And so Curry will bring it up for Oakland. Pass to O'Neal. And the dunk by O'Neal.
O'Neal is a force of nature. Once he gets it that low, it is a foregone conclusion.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. So, Doris, when you look at the whole package, is Durant a one-of-a-kind player in your opinion?
Well, we certainly have guys with that size, but this is a player who can literally play every single position on the floor. The size, 7 foot. The ball skills, the shooting, the playmaking, the decision-making. I am not sure we will ever see another Durantula, the great one, Kevin Durant.
Cummings, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Moncrief comes in for Mike Dunleavy. And here's Moncrief. Here's the floater. Thompson against Moncrief. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And sometimes the D has no choice but to foul O'Neal. He's that dominant.
Oakland shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. A different look from Milwaukee. West comes in for Brewer, and it's Pierce in for Hodges. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. So it's the Bucks now. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. West a screen on Curry. Outside, Pierce. Out to Moncrief. 4 on the clock. Good, and Pierce gets the assist. Moncrief's got 5.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
They get it back. Hades, so efficient in there.
Yeah, you call that hitting the glass with a purpose. You love to watch Kevin Durant use his size and length to create opportunity.
Moncrief against Curry. Right side, Pierce. Now here is Moncrief. He's guarded closely. Here's the pass to Moncrief. Milwaukee needs to get on the shot here. Cummings' shot is good. 1:06 left in the first half of the game. Curry outside. Cummings grabs the board. Cummings got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Moncrief. Tries again. It's blocked by Shaq. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Lister's checked in for Milwaukee. Hodges comes in for Pierce. Milwaukee in the lead. 36 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Moncrief. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Shaq.
Yeah, and consistency is the name of the game for Moncrief. Anytime you play him, you're in for a night of all-around basketball.
The first one falls. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Oakland trails by 3. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. O'Neal. Oakland again can't hit.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Curry dishes to Thompson. They kick it out to Green. It's Curry outside. No good on the last second attempt there. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Milwaukee on top, up by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Oakland trails by 3. They've got Pressey. Hodges is out there with Moncrief. Then there's Cummings. And it's Lister in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Don Nelson as we begin the second half. Now here's Cummings. Pass to Lister. And finished off by Lister.
Gotta take care of the ball. Punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And Oakland going with the whole new group out on the floor. Lister's gotten 3 of his 5 shots to go here. Westbrook finds Antetokounmpo, and they pick up 2.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Milwaukee leading by 3. Here's Pressey. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Moncrief. This one for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Now Oakland with it. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Now Moncrief. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Lister, that's good. Lister's got 4 this quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
Off the inbound. Outside for Jackson. Westbrook against Hodges. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, there's a level of physicality that Russell Westbrook plays with, right? He has a willingness to seek and find contact.
And so Westbrook makes them both. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Moving against Moncrief. Here's Hodges. Second shot opportunity. Cummings can't hit. For the lead, out of bounds as Oakland keeps possession. Off the inbound, Westbrook. Outside, Porzingis. Antetokounmpo against Cummings. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you see the vision there from Pressey. He's just so comfortable with the ball in his hands, setting up his teammates. And now only 1 away from being in the paint.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Jackson looking around. Outside Irving. Just 5 to shoot. Giannis passes to Westbrook. Jackson from long range.
And defensively, what you get here from Pressey is length and intelligence. Does a great job of tracking the ball.
Pierce is checked in for Pressey. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Porzingis finds Antetokounmpo. Here's Westbrook. From down in the low post, it goes. Westbrook's got 11 points.
Well, operating near the rim has always been a strength of Russell Westbrook. All the physical gifts come to bear.
Pass to Hodges. Now here's Pierce, guarded by Jackson. Here's down low. Jackson on him. A putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Cummings got the lead up to 5 now for Milwaukee.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Outside for Jackson. Pierce with this.